Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Cabinet Ministers and Assistant Ministers, the Honorable Leader of Opposition, Honorable Members of Parliament, and ladies and gentlemen. Nisayanda Vinaka, and a very good morning to you all.
Good morning
Honorable
to you.
Speaker, I rise to deliver a statement on enhancing our aquaculture product value chain and market access for the Fiji Mabe pearls to access premium markets. Honorable Speaker, I wish to inform the House that the Ministry, with the support of its partner, the Australia Centre for International Agriculture Research, or ACIAR, has successfully established the Fiji Mabe pearls value chain. Now, Honorable Speaker, our communities are producing Mabe pearls and we are selling at the local premium markets, positioning this product as a luxury brand. Honorable Speaker, let me inform the House about the Mabe pearl product and how it is cultured. The Mabe pearls are cultured and produced by attaching half spherical beads to the inner shell surface of the pearl oyster shells. Subsequent coverage with nacre or secretion from the pearl oysters produces commercial pearls after a culture period of about 12 months in the ocean. They are then harvested, cleaned, and cut from the shell with a flat back, making them ideal for jewelry such as earrings and pendants. Honorable Speaker, a study conducted by the Ministry in partnership with ACIAR on the value chain of the Fiji pearl industry confirmed that around 80 million Fiji dollars worth of pearl handicraft items are imported to Fiji each year, targeting the international tourist market. Honorable Speaker, based on this finding, the Ministry, with the support of ACIAR, commenced the research and development of the pearl oyster product to substitute imports of pearl handicrafts by harnessing the oyster supply with the pearl jewelry and handicraft items to create a more economic opportunities for our communities. Honorable Speaker, research and development on pearl oyster aquaculture started in 2006, with improvements to the pearl oyster spat collection program to support the local pearl farmers, improvement of culture production technique, extensive training and capacity development of ministry staff and farmers, and improvement of handicraft production techniques and market development. Honorable Speaker, the primary purpose of this program is not only for communities to improve economic opportunities, but also to tap into premium markets and to receive high profits and maximum benefits. Honorable Speaker, the Mabe Pearls Cultured Pilot Project started in 2006 in Viani in the Unrove and Raviravi in Maduata. Production from these farms is being bought from communities for market trials. And through these pilot farms, gaps were identified along the value chains, especially at the production level, which is being addressed and improved. Honorable Speaker, 6 community-based Mabe pearl farms have been established and are operating. This year, 4 new farms were implanted with Mabe pearl beads, bringing the total to 10 farms. A farm can consist of 200 to 300 pearl oyster shells with an estimated value of 8,000 to 10,000 Fiji dollars, which can be earned per community-based farm in one cycle. Honorable Speaker, the project is aimed to develop community-based enterprises and small businesses, especially for women and youths, to produce and sell marketable jewelry and handicraft products for both the domestic and international premium markets. Honorable Speaker, the project supports strengthening technical and business capacities, improving market knowledge, and enhancing market access for Mabe pearls. This collaborative effort, Honorable Speaker, has successfully established a partnership with Jax Fiji, a leading retail company specializing in local handicrafts and luxury brands. In this partnership, our community farms produce Mabe pearls, which is processed and sold at Jax Fiji to position the Fiji Mabe pearls as a luxury brand. Honorable Speaker, the Fiji Mabe pearls are now available at Jax Fiji retail locations in Nandi, Denrau, Baravi, the Intercontinental Hotel, the Shangri-La Hotel, and the Marriott. If you are visiting the West, please visit one of these locations to witness a luxury brand farmed in our pristine ocean by our communities, carved and designed by our local artisans. This brand tells a story of community stewardship, resilience, perseverance, innovation, and a shared purpose of sustainably utilizing our ocean. Honorable Speaker, as the Minister responsible, I wish to convey my deepest gratitude and appreciation to the JEX Fiji for this partnership and for investing in establishing the market for us. Honorable Speaker, with the market secured, we have now established the Fiji Mabe Pearls value chain. We are positioned to strengthen the brand presence and expand, which comes with a demand for quality production. Hence, the Minister responsible, Honorable Speaker, I take the opportunity to visit some of the farms and provide essential equipment such as boats and engine to boost their production. In December last year, I handed over a 23-foot boat and a 60-horsepower engine to the Nasomo Rama Handicraft Cooperative in Taviuni, and recently a 23-foot boat and 40-horsepower engine to the Naoikama Women's Cooperative in Ngau. Also, Honorable Speaker, I officially opened the Sabu Mabe Pearl and Handicraft Showroom in December last year, which serves as a hub for value-adding and designing community-farmed Mabe pearls in Vanuatu. Honorable Speaker, Mabe pearl farming has extended to the Nakorotumbu Rakiraki coastal area, with 2 newly implanted farms in Tongowere and Malake this year. Honorable Speaker, through this project, the coalition government has promoted and supported community values, including improving livelihoods, economic growth, food security, demonstration of traditional skills and knowledge through handicraft and jewelry design, and community resilience. Honorable Speaker, the work on producing the Fiji Mabe pearls does not end with securing a premium market. The processes continue to ensure improvement in the value chain, optimization of activities, fostering innovation and consistency in quality production. Honorable Speaker, farming in the ocean is challenging and requires an adequate legal and administrative framework to manage and monitor the aquaculture zones. Honorable Speaker, I am proud to say that through the coalition government, Parliament endorsed the aquaculture bill in December last year, and the Ministry also launched its aquaculture development plan of 2024 and 2028. In closing, Honorable Speaker, this achievement practically demonstrates our commitment to a sustainable blue economy, which utilizes our ocean sustainably to empower coastal communities through sustainable livelihood, the preservation of traditional skills, and ultimately contribute to economic growth. Honorable Speaker, I thank you for your indulgence.
I thank the Minister, the Honourable Alitia Bainivalu, for her statement.